Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, those of you that have come to this channel. And we thank God for those of you that have been with us since the beginning, and those of you that have been with us here and there's about, and those of you that have just subscribed, as well as those of you who are contemplating subscription. Like, share, and subscribe. Yes, you're walking with Mr. Clay, and I'm Mr. Clay, and we're in the book of Isaiah. The book of Isaiah chapter 31 as you prepare. Yes, we thank God for all that the Most High have done. Even that one Spirit, you can always hear me emphasize one. There's only one. One that created many. Now, the mystery of the Most High, or as they would put it in the Revelation, or who we think the Most High is, may not be exactly what Moses saw something. Moses saw the glory. He didn't see the I am, but he saw the glory. He saw the majesty more greater than kings, presidents, or any leader that ever existed. Even the king of Persia did not have the majesty of the I am, where he had the procession before and the procession after. Even the train, or should I say the smoke, or whatever that was that followed the Most High, filled the temple. Oh, it's an awesome thing. This is why we must fear, respectfully, reverently, just the name of the Most High, who is blessed and forever and ever. All praises to his holy name. Yes, this is one thing that people don't understand. Who is the Most High? Who is Yahweh? Who is Yahuwah? Who is Tata Nzambe Sinini Nanini? Yeah, the Heya, Ya Allah. Who is this God? Who is this God? And you have to really understand and try to use your heart and your mind to picture what Moses saw. And then you got the prophets. Then you have the book of Enoch that have described what they saw. But yet, along as you began to take all this in, it would let you see the majesty of the Most High, and to the point that we are the creation of the Most High, and that we do owe each other not to commit adultery, not to lie or bear false witness amongst each other, not to covet each other's things or desire each other's things without permission or with malice. We would not destroy each other or delete each other. Yes. And because of the differences in skin and texture of hair, we will not hate each other. This is what God sees. I made them. Now you have to see that though God made you, you must respect the others that God have caused to come into being by the commandment, multiply after your kind. He said that to the animals, and so it goes for the human being. Yes, it does. Nevertheless, Abraham saw something that he did not like, and he said, he made a prayer after he destroyed his father's images, and that prayer goes, deliver me from the hands of evil spirits who have swayed the thoughts of men's hearts, and let them not lead me astray from thee, my God. Establish thou me in my seed, that we go not astray henceforth and forever. That can be found in Jubilees chapter 12 and verse 20. All praises to the Most High. Now we're in Isaiah chapter 31, and I'm going to go with verse 1. It's going to be a little short here, I believe. Depends on what comes to my heart. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help. Again, this is the second time we hear this. It is foolish to go into man, or to trust in some superpower with bombs and everything else. It is foolish when you have the Most High, when you have even the one who created all things. It is foolish. and stay on horses and trust in chariots. That's all throughout the Torah. Because they are many. Oh, that's what it is. They are many. Even Elijah and all that he did and said, he saw more than what they were against him and his servant Gehazi. And Gehazi couldn't see for looking. Gehazi, then Elijah said, ask the I am to open up his servant's eyes that he might see. And he saw myriads of chariots and fire. This is one thing. And then all of a sudden he saw that they were more than those that were on the ground that were flesh and blood. And what had happened? A simple thing. They lost their mind and went against each other. Do you not know these evil spirits have sway over your mind? Alzheimer's and all these things, chemical imbalances and all these things that have control and that have swayed and caused schizophrenic and illusions and all manner of things that have drove men mad. They can be spirits that have caused these things. For everything that ails a man or a woman is not a spirit, but it can affect your spirit. Okay, now, you say you have the spirit of lust. If that was so, let me get this right. The spirit of lust. So if I lust after a piano and I work hard for it and I obtain it, was that evil? No. So what is lust? A spirit? But in my spirit I loved it. I had a spirit of lust toward this piano. Excuse me. You have to make that make sense. You are a spirit. The spirit. You are a spirit. Mind, spirit, and body. Yes. The spirit contacts the mind contacts the body, the body contacts the mind. They all send signals. This is all a whole highway of information, a highway of feelings. Your spirit doesn't have you crashing into walls or spitting on the floor. A lot of times these are nothing but spirits who have no control over your body trying to get control, or just making havoc of you in laughter. But nevertheless, let's continue. Because there are many in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the I am. How foolish can you be? You seek after government aid, you seek after this, you seek after doctors, you seek after lawyers, you seek after all these things. Yeah, you need them in instances, yes you do. But you must seek first the kingdom of the Most High. Yes, that is a true saying. You must seek first the Most High, and the Most High will direct your path. As Psalms chapter, 37 says, trust in the I am with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge the I am, and the I am will direct your path. This is what the I am will say, well, I want you to go to this doctor. He's going to give you a good deal. I talk to his mind, or you just know in your heart that this is where the Most High wants you. Yes, this is what he's talking about. Yet alone, let's go to verse 2. Yet also is wise and will bring evil. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will raise against the house of evildoers. See, he's talking about the I am. Yet the I am also is wise and will bring evil, and will not call back the I am's words. Will bring evil to who? but will raise against the house of the evildoers. He will bring, the Most High will bring evil to the evildoer. Yeah, I created evil, says the Most High. That's true. But do you know what evil is, or how the Most High is, what is the Most High thought concerning this? And again, and against the help of them that work iniquity. Why are you going to go to sinners, idolaters, fornicators, or should I say whoremongers and whores? Why are you going to go to them? They have nothing for you. Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit. I mean, verse 3. When the I Am shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, he that is helping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. This is what he's saying. You have no help. We have no friends, to the point where they can help. If they do help, it's because the Most High has enabled them to help you. Your alliance is not to your family. Your alliance is not to your friends. Your alliance is not to your corporation. Your alliance is to the Most High, who causes your hands to prosper and your hands to war. Yes, these are the works of the I Am. Trust in the I Am with all thine heart. God will deliver Jerusalem. Yes, he will. This is what Isaiah is trying to say. For thus hath the I Am spoken unto me, in verse 4. Like as the lion. It always talks about the lion. You have to study the lion. Woman, study the lion. Man, study the lion. The lion will give his life for his pride. And a lion has many wives. A lion will not allow another lion to even come near his wives. Yet alone will his wives even go near another lion. Why is there jealousy among the lions? Do not he depict what God is trying to tell you, and how the way God is, the Most High is? I am a jealous God, the Most High says. Yes, the lion. Watch the lion. Yet you see in the movies how the lioness lays down, and all his lioness lays down with them at rest. And playing at rest, they're laying down, they're having a good time, they hunt together, they're helping each other in many ways. The lioness may hunt while the lion is watching and making sure there's no other enemy or danger around. They work together. When the wife doesn't know the husband, for she's trying to do it all herself, and then the husband don't know the wife, or he is left because of her promiscuity. Something. I digress. But anyway, for thus said the I Am. Hath the I Am spoken unto me, like as the lion, the young lion roaring on his prey, when the multitude of shepherds is called forth against him. He will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall the I Am of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion, for the heel thereof. Yes, the Most High will, for the heel thereof. Zion is on what we would call, now they call it a hill. First it was a mount. See how foolish we can be? You have to pay attention to the words that are being translated. Hill, mount, whatever. It's Old English. It's New English translated into Old English. Or translated Old English to New English. Yes, I said that right again, the second time. But either way, the hill. Jerusalem is founded on a hill, a mount, which is surrounded by the mountains. Regardless of what Genesis says, your understanding, it could be a translation error or a description error. Because if you weigh it against the all the, should I say, claims that they say Jerusalem is in Africa, but way down in South Africa to go way up to Egypt is foolish. It's in America because the gopher trees, this has been proven that word is not the gopher trees that are found in the United States. Yes, you have to research that. That's not what the ark was made of. Those gopher trees. They was only found in the United States. The earth wasn't even divided then, and then even if it was, there was the time where there was Pangea during that time. That the earth was not divided. So you have to really think. This is where we must really pay attention and due diligence to our studies. But some of you, even you leaders, have made such bulwarks against your deception and being deceived. You cannot change because you've already you've been deceived your congregation or the people that follow you. You should always be flexible. Always be flexible to accept truth and dismiss what you thought was truth. Being ready to prove that which you have come across. Now, as birds flying, so will the I Am defend Jerusalem. Defending also will the I Am deliver it, and passing also over he will preserve, the I Am will preserve it. Jerusalem is preserved to this day. It is. It's not being inhabited by anyone. No. It's Telluride. Yeah, it is. It's being inhabited this day. The part where the temple is there it is. Right there, the temple that Solomon built. It's there. Yes, it is. They tried to bury it, but the Most High unburied it. Put it that way. Shout out to that brother that brought this out with film and scripture. Yes. Now he says, turn ye unto him whom the children of Israel have deeply revolted. He says turn. Even here in the United States, those that know they are the descendants of Israelites, you've turned away from the Most High. You have come in your pride, even with scripture, to the point where even if you're wrong in the most minute way, you are so stubborn, you will not turn. You will not investigate this thing and say, of a truth, this is. No, you will not do that. But you will just be in one cohesion, thinking that this is it. And then you have the other leaders among you that might say, oh, you're wrong, you're wrong. But yet they're in cohesion and it's just a power struggle. Basically, that's all they know you're right, but they want to take your place. You think that God would accept such men as you? No. They will not accept truth when it's found. You just marking time right here and there. If God gives you enough time to raise your families and die. Now, he says right here, he says, for in that day every man shall cast away his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which your own hands have made unto you for a sin. He's talking about the time of Nehemiah and Ezra. This is what Isaiah is referring to. The time of Nehemiah and Ezra, which they did. This actually happened. Then shall the Assyrian fall with the sword, not of a mighty man, and the sword not of a mean man shall devour him. But he shall flee from the sword, and his young men shall be discomfited. Who wields a sword? A man does. He's talking the same thing. Persia. He has called that spirit of Persia to defeat. See, if you go back and you read the books before Genesis, you'll find out that God has dispatched spirits over different nations, different peoples, even your Jesus for the European people. and it is a turn to a great deceit. It has. But this is by the Most High to try you, to get you so that you will turn back to the old landmark, which is the law, statutes, commandments, and ordinances of the Most High. That is the old landmark. Your old-timey churches, they thought they had it right, but it wasn't right. Does God forgive that? No. Because as soon as Reconstruction happened, the Most High sent to have the slaves understand the Torah. The Israelites came, and the Israelite nations, Israel came and to teach his people who they really are. But the fact is, we still held on to the idol and the idolatry of Christianity. Yes, in verse 8. Then shall the Assyrian fall with the sword, not of a mighty man, and the sword not of a mean man shall devour him, but he shall flee from the sword, and his young men shall be discomfited. And he shall pass over to his stronghold for fear, and his princes shall be afraid of the ensign, saith the I Am, whose fire is in Zion, and his furnace is in Jerusalem. This is a metaphor, or however you would put it. It's figuratively talking. Now we do know that Queen Esther was one who gave herself over to a Gentile man. And then we know her cousin was the one who led the destruction of the enemies of the Most High. When the Most High had turned the tide of those who tried to turn Israel to the dust, even Judah. So now this has happened already. But yet this book has been manipulated in many ways. We'll find them out and we'll point them out as we go. This is why it's so important if you're reading these or you're going through the books, go through the whole book. If you're going to go back into the archives, go through the whole book and understand the context of the book and what the Most High is saying. And even in your own studies, if you don't want to go, read and understand, go by word for word. What are you saying? Who, what, when, why, and where? No matter what language we speak, those 5 questions to the paragraph or to the sentence or to the book apply. Yes, it applies. And the Most High is saying, you're going to be delivered, Jerusalem. You're going to be delivered, Judah. And if you keep the statutes, and those of you that hear me, commandments and ordinances and laws of the Most High, you will have peace.